Hi there. It is a little early. It's the second week in March, but I'm going to go ahead and plant some, I think they're called snap peas. Pea pods is what I call them. It's peas that you eat when they're just a pod and they don't really have much of a pea in them. I don't like the texture of peas, but I like stir fry and I like pea pods in stir fry. So they are a very cold hardy. They can handle down into the 20s, and early spring is when you do plant them out just as seeds. So here's what we have. Hold on. So I'm going to plant these right here alongside this cattle panel trellis. You can see I did not finish cleaning off the volunteer cherry tomato or the pole beans from last year, but I'll do that later. These are just going in the ground as seeds. So I'm going to plant 3 or 4 of 3 varieties. Let me show you what we've got here. We're going to do some Green Beauty. They're supposed to stay tender even when they get bigger. Mammoth Melting Snow, similar idea, but maybe a little bigger pod. And Blizzard Snow Pea. These have been pretty good producers for me the last few years. I've been pretty happy with those. So we're going to try all 3 of them. Put 3 or 4, 5 seeds of each kind just right here along the edge of the bed. This is where the garlic, some of the garlic got planted last year. You can see that we've got some little green sprouts. You can see the garlic chives coming back. Just as a little update, you can see the garlic that's over here has sprouted and is starting to grow. So very excited. The stuff that looks like sawdust is actually alfalfa pellets that I put down in the fall when I planted the garlic, and then I've added some to all the other beds here in the spring, because alfalfa has a lot of nitrogen, and so the capsule, it's basically like used for horse feed, but it's sterile. It will not grow alfalfa. There's not seeds in there. I get it from Tractor Supply, and what it does is it breaks down the capsule, and then the little bits of alfalfa kind of create almost like a little thin layer of mulch. So it instead of mulching in the fall with straw or something like that, I just threw down these alfalfa pellets. The first year I did it just to add a natural boost of nitrogen, and then I noticed it did this, and I'm like, oh, 2 things at the same time. I'm getting some natural nitrogen moving into the soil, and it gave me a little mulch. And I noticed last year was the second year for this garden. I didn't notice as many weeds in the spring. Oh, if you heard that, those are the seasonal migratory geese. I have a couple geese that visit the pond this time of year. Anyways, so we're going to plant these seeds, and basically you just look on the packet to see how deep they need to go. I think it's 1 inch. Yep. So I'm just going to take my finger and make a hole right like that. Make 3 or 4 for each one, and then I will drop 1 or 2 seeds in each hole, cover them up, and there you go. So going to get these planted, hopefully here before it starts to storm. Doing a little early spring planting and a little garlic update to boot. Thanks for joining me here in Aunt Susan's garden.